Modules 1, 3, 5 and 6 of this course will be instructor facilitated modules. So what does that mean? At the beginning of the module, I will pose questions related to the readings, and you then respond to my questions and respond to each other as well in your posts. And then the discussion keeps going as I post further follow-up questions. So the role of facilitator, I will play that particular role. You will all be contributors to the discussion. The idea behind this is to reduce the workload on you as students so that you can focus more on your instructional design project rather than facilitating the discussion. So what is the expectation for a discussion post during these weeks? And this is the same for group facilitated modules as well. When you're making online discussion posts, remember that your response must tie back to the readings, which means that your posting has to be based in the literature. You will, of course, bring in personal experiences to elaborate on your post. You can bring in other readings from outside, journal articles, anything that you've seen interesting that relates back and adds to the discussion, please do feel free to add it. But at the end of it, you do have to have your post grounded in the literature. And why do I require this? As master's students and just college graduates, what sets you apart from others is the fact that you should be able to substantiate your point of view with research. So if you make a claim that I am going to use this particular learning strategy, you should be able to say why you are doing it. And the why shouldn't be, oh, because I did it 2 times and it worked very well, or my friend did it and it was exceptionally successful. No, that's not a why for it. The why has to be from research to say that there are theories to back this, or there have been so many studies to prove this. And that's what's going to be the differentiator for you when you go into the job market. And which is why we insist that you use literature in your discussion posts. Okay. Now, having said that, remember, you do not have to agree with all the readings. Feel free to challenge them and try and extend the conversation beyond what is there in the readings, but always bringing it back to the literature. And theories do not have to be limited to this class. They can be theories from other classes that you have learned as well. That's fine. But remember that your citations should follow the APA 6th edition format, so please do familiarize yourself with this. This is something that we repeat innumerable times. I'm sure in every class you have heard this in this program. APA 6th edition is very, very important, so please follow that. Now, another thing that I would like to highlight here is that for each week of the module, so it's not for every module, it is each week of the module, you have to have 3 quality posts. Now, some modules might be 1 week long, some modules might be 2 weeks long. The requirement is that each week you need to have 3 quality posts. So if your module is 2 weeks long, you are expected to have 6 quality posts in total, 3 of them per week. So please don't assume that in the first week or in the second week you can just make 6 posts and meet the requirement. That will not meet the requirement. You're supposed to have 3 quality posts per week. And what is the grading criteria? I'm just going to look at the A grade for this. You should be able to show mastery of the concepts, and that'll come in when you're tying it back with your posts. You should actually refer to someone else's post and respond to it appropriately. Add in more questions, bring in other relevant literature, so you're stimulating discussion. Provide sample citations, so whenever you refer to the literature, I expect citations. You can add in new interpretation of materials, but your idea should be clearly conveyed, which means no grammatical mistakes, no spelling errors, and you have to have your APA style, of course. And this would be an A grade post. I also encourage you to spread out your posts through the week. Now remember, your initial posts for the week have to be made by, it's over here. Initial discussion posts for the week have to be made by the end of Wednesday. And then the follow-up can be in the next few days, but your first post has to be by the end of Wednesday. And then you look at other people's responses and make 2 peer responses. And that will meet your 3 quality posting requirement. If someone posts a question to what you have posted, please respond to them. That's just common courtesy. In a class, if someone asks you a question, you're not going to completely ignore them. It's the same principle on a discussion board. I will post follow-up questions as well, and you are expected to respond to them. All of this will contribute to the 3 quality messages, but remember, 3 quality posts is the bare minimum that you are required to do. More than that is always good. Okay, and that is for your instructor facilitated modules.